Welcome back, everyone. We are live. It is race day, the Monaco Grand Prix 2026, and what a qualifying session we just witnessed yesterday. So, if you watched my stream yesterday, you know it was absolutely electric. Antonelli takes pole by 0.043 seconds, that means 43 milliseconds ahead of Verstappen, and Leclerc hits the wall on his final lap. Russell completely disappeared. And now we have 78 laps around the streets of Monte Carlo to separate the heroes from the rest. This is the most prestigious race in Formula One. This is Monaco. This is where legends are made. Let's go. Right, let me take you through what happened yesterday in qualifying because honestly, it was one of the most dramatic qualifying sessions I have watched all season. Kimi Antonelli, championship leader, came into qualifying as a favorite. Mercedes looked quick in practice and he delivered when it mattered. Final lap on Q3, 1 minute 12 seconds, 051 seconds. Pole position, but here's the crazy part Max Verstappen was right behind him, just behind Antonelli by 43 milliseconds. That's nothing. That's a gnat whisker. One corner, one tiny imperfection, and Verstappen takes pole. But Antonelli held on, and now he starts with Max alongside him on the front row, and that is everything at Monaco. So this is the main storyline for today. Antonelli on pole, Verstappen on P2, just 0.043 seconds apart. Antonelli has four race wins already in a row this season. He is the championship leader. He knows how to deliver under pressure. But Verstappen Max at Monaco is dangerous. He had a frustrating season, but this circuit, these tight corners, the late braking zones, this is where Max's aggressive style thrives. Turn 1 is going to be absolutely critical. If Antonelli gets a clean start and controls turn 1, he could manage this race from the front. If Verstappen gets a better getaway and lunges at the hairpin on lap 1, this race completely changes. The two cars that look capable of running all the front are separated by less than one tenth. That's how tight Monaco qualifying is. Now let me talk about George Russell because his qualifying was genuinely shocking. Russell finished sixth behind his teammate Antonelli, obviously, but also behind Verstappen, Hamilton, Leclerc, and Hadjar. This is George Russell who took pole and the sprint victory in Canada just last weekend. Russell who has won multiple Grand Prix this season. Russell on circuit he loves. He won here last year. Russell on the circuit. Yeah, no, he didn't win last year, and he qualified sixth. Russell was visibly frustrated on the radio. Something went wrong with the setup, with the tires, and with his confidence. And now he starts with the most important race of the weekend in P6, knowing that overtaking at Monaco is basically impossible. Russell's race today is damage control. He needs to get to the front somewhere, and that requires strategy, luck, or safety car. Without one of those things, he is watching Antonelli and Verstappen battle ahead all day. Charles Leclerc, the Ferrari driver, Monaco is practically his home race. He lives on the in Monaco basically, and yesterday was absolutely brutal for him. Leclerc was fighting for pole. He went fastest early in Q3. The crowd was going crazy. The Monaco star was on for a potential pole position moment. But final lap, pushing absolutely everything to take pole away from Antonelli Verstappen and hit the wall at the portiere. He crashed out of Q3 trying to take pole, crashed trying to deliver for the fans, and the qualified P4. Leclerc is now starting alongside Hamilton on the second row. Ferrari have two drivers on row 2, but neither got the fairy tale pole. And Charles will be frustrated because he had the pace to fight for it. He just pushed too hard on the final lap. Lewis Hamilton, though he had a brilliant qualifying session, Lewis is starting P3 on Ferrari, and that's a seriously strong result considering how competitive qualifying at Monaco is. Now, let me talk about something that genuinely surprised everyone: McLaren's qualifying pace. Oscar Piastri qualified P7 and Lando Norris P8. That's both McLaren starting from the fourth row. But here's the thing: in practice, McLaren looked nowhere. They were struggling. They were off the pace of Mercedes and Red Bull. And yet, qualifying, they suddenly found pace. Right now, let me talk about strategy because 78 laps at Monaco is not a standard race format. Tires, we have soft, medium, and hard compounds available. The soft is quickest but falls off quickly on this track because the braking and acceleration is so harsh. Medium is workhorse, hard is for the long stints. Most drivers will likely to be looking at a looking at one-stop strategy: start on medium, potentially switch to hard on the final stint, or start soft if you are aggressive early. Yeah, so quickly housekeeping for anyone brand new. I cannot show the broadcast feed, so put the race on your TV or main screen and use the stream alongside it. What you are getting here is F1 live timing data in real time, sector times updating every lap, gap information showing how close the cars are, tire age tracking who needs to pit strategy calls happening live. 78 laps means there's a lot of data to track, and that's what I do. I call every purple sector, every gap change, every key moment as it happens on the timing screen. If you are enjoying this, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment with your prediction or race driver of the day pick. This is Rookie Room, and this is what we do every race, every weekend. And my prediction uh, for this Monaco Grand Prix race today is my top one driver would be either Antonelli or Max Verstappen, and Hamilton will be on the podium. And yeah, so my top three drivers for the prediction are Antonelli, Max, and Lewis Hamilton as they are starting on the grid as well. So currently the time is 8:59 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are right here. Formation lap is about to happen. Drivers are in their cars, and Monaco is packed. And P1, Kimi Antonelli on pole, championship leader, the one lap better than everyone else, 71 laps to convert that pole into a win. And Kimi Antonelli, he is four-time race winner, Formula One, and on P2, Max Verstappen with 43 milliseconds away. Hungry, capable, dangerous. He is two-time race winner in Monaco and four-time world champion. And Lewis Hamilton, the comeback story driver, right in the mix of row 2 at P3. And here we go, the green light formation lap underway. And yeah, so P3 Lewis Hamilton, he is three times Monaco race winner and several time world champion in the Formula One. And P4 Charles Leclerc, hero after the wall crash. He is the home he has a home advantage, but yeah, he will be starting on P4, who is a one-time Monaco race winner. And on the P5, it's Hadjar. Hadjar, he is the first time on Red Bull, his first year on the Red Bull. He is starting on P5, and on P6, George Russell in the Mercedes, and followed by Piastri, Norris, and 78 laps, tight corners, high consequences. One mistake, you are in the wall. This is Monaco. This is the most prestigious race in Formula One. This is where legends are made. Whether you are watching live right now or on the VOD later, welcome to the Rookie Room. And yeah, all the drivers are on the formation lap and looking good, and they are in the tunnel. I can see it in the tunnel at the moment. Yeah, so guys. Yeah, if you are watching the video, if you are watching the live, please post your predictions. Yeah, come on, guys. Please post your predictions on the comments. If you are watching live, let's do that. And if you can follow and subscribe, that would be great. And it increases my interest in doing these live sessions. And the drivers and the whole weekend attendance was sold out. All the Monaco Grand Prix. Oh, so who is on the formation lap? Who is on the grid? Yeah, so Antonelli, he is on the grid position one, and he is. All the drivers are lining up on the grid. Almost Stroll and Alonso just stopping on the grid, and I can see on the Red Bull Max Verstappen on the front row with Kimi Antonelli, and on the second row with Hamilton and Leclerc, and the lights are about to be illuminated and all the drivers are ready. And yeah, and the back, yeah, lights illuminated. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the lights out. And what is going on? Max Verstappen, oh, so he couldn't get past. What is that? With Monaco, his expectations of Monaco race went down. He stopped. He Max Verstappen couldn't get past anywhere. His car didn't start at all. Antonelli, he is on top. He gets off to a good start, and followed by Hamilton and Leclerc. And that's so Verstappen, he's slow getaway, and I don't think that's going to possible anything for Max Verstappen to be on points, guys. And here we go, Antonelli on the purple. He is doing great at the moment. Antonelli, his gap is increasing, and Hamilton is 1 second behind Kimi Antonelli. That's a good getaway for Antonelli. And Leclerc on P3. At the moment, all the drivers gained one position, and Gasly gained two positions actually, and Perez four positions, and that's a good away. And Russell to P5, and that's a really, yeah, Verstappen. It's not looking good for Verstappen. He is quite away from all the drivers. What is? Let's see, listen. What should I do? Just bring it home, please, Max. Yeah, so Max is going on to the pit. That's a really sad moment for. That's a shame for Max Verstappen in the Red Bull. He is on the P2, and now he is at the bottom of the table with going into pit. So why is Bearman, Bottas, and Bortoleto in pit? So are they? So yeah, they didn't start, I believe. Overtake enabled race control. And yeah, Antonelli is doing the purple laps, guys. Yeah, so with 20.656 in the sector 1, all the drivers are starting on medium tires, and we are on the second lap of 78 laps of the Monaco Grand Prix race. And this is interesting for the Red Bull with what happened to the car, and that will be so frustrating as a driver for the Max Verstappen. And that was an intense qualifying yesterday. He did a great lap yesterday, and but today, oh, so Antonelli on the purple, yeah, he is doing good. And Max Verstappen is out of the car and out of the race in the Monaco. His first podium occurred in the Canadian Grand Prix last couple weeks ago, but he was exceptional in the qualifying yesterday, but couldn't get past anyway today. Antonelli, he is leading the race. He is on the top position currently, and followed by Hamilton and Leclerc and hairpin, and Leclerc is right behind Hamilton. He is just 0.9 seconds, but the gap between Antonelli and Hamilton is increasing by a lot. It's 3 seconds, guys. And Hadjar is on P4, Russell, Piastri, Gasly, Norris, Lawson, and Albon at the moment. And Gasly, he gained 2 positions, and Lando Norris is right behind Gasly, and Albon into points with Max retired. So yeah, Bottolato and Bierman on hard tires and Perez on soft. Yeah, that's a good getaway for Perez. He gained 4 positions on the soft tires, but the tire strategy will be different here. And Antonelli, he is on the top with great lap times. He's doing the best laps at the moment. He should be careful with how he goes throughout the race. Yes. And Lando Norris is right behind Gasly. He's trying to gain his position back. Yeah, but yeah, there is no gap, and the street circuit of Monaco won't be able to possible to overtake in this circuit. And we are on the fourth lap of 78 laps of Monaco Grand Prix race, and the top 5 drivers currently looking at the table is Antonelli, Hamilton, Leclerc, Hadjar, and George Russell. Russell, he will be happy to gain 1 position, but he won't be. He will be frustrating with his lead in the championship leaderboard. With he is the following Antonelli, but yeah, we'll see the positions on how the leadership board is the moment. Yeah, as I see the replay of the start of the race, and yeah, Max Verstappen doesn't go absolutely anywhere after the start, and it does launch in, but it doesn't go anywhere. Let's look at the Max Verstappen. Yep, nice, completely, guys. What the? Yeah, the car doesn't go anywhere. The power unit not going anywhere. Like the Max Verstappen will be really frustrating to be. Yeah, no further investigation. George is outside of his box grid. So currently, Antonelli. So what is going on with this track map, guys? So that is not looking good. It just stopped. So let me open the track map once again. So the track map isn't working as expected, guys. That should be fine. Yeah, I'll be posting all the updates of what's going on with the track map and the race highlights. Yeah, don't leave the live. Yeah, guys, track map data is not coming accurately properly. So yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah, so that is the update, guys. So yeah, we are on the 17th lap of 78 laps in this Monaco Grand Prix. Currently, Antonelli, Hamilton, Leclerc, Hadjar, Verstappen, Piastri, Gasly, Norris, Lawson, and Alban. Yeah, George Russell, he is just 1 second behind Hamilton, Hadjar. So Hadjar is under pressure. He is 9 seconds behind Charles Leclerc. The gap is massive, and Russell is trying to gain position on Hadjar. So yeah, Antonelli, Hamilton, Leclerc, Hadjar, Russell on the top five, and George Russell is really uh, hanging and right behind Hajar. So Hajar will try and stay ahead as much as possible. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see if there is any move by George Russell. And Antonelli is doing the fastest lap, and he has the fastest lap. And the strategy is going to be crucial at this point, and whatever the strategy the drivers are going to make here will be an interesting, and they need to get their positions back after the strategy as possible. And currently we are on the 19th lap of 78 laps, and Antonelli is looking good, and the gap between Antonelli and Hamilton is 3 seconds, and Antonelli shouldn't be doing any mistakes at this point. He has to be careful. Yeah, so yeah, he is right behind George Russell, is right behind Hajar. Yeah, so Antonelli on top, Hamilton, Leclerc, Hadjar, Russell, Piastri, Gasly, and Norris, and Lawson. Alban in points at the moment. Isack Hadjar, he is struggling with the braking. That's what he complained on the radio, guys. And we have to wait for Russell if he gets a chance to make a move. Hadjar's last lap is, and yeah, Hadjar feels like George Russell and that Mercedes has the pace. And yeah, but this Monaco Grand Prix circuit is very narrow and it is impossible for the drivers to overtake here. So we are on the 22nd lap of 78 lap, and Russell is gaining speed and pace on the Hadjar. Yeah, the gap between Russell and Hadjar is 0.6 seconds. And we are seeing only Russell and Hadjar. Lingblad is in 13th position at the moment. Antonelli is doing great at the moment. Yeah, so Russell, he's almost touching the Hadjar. He is very close and just zero point 0.3 seconds behind Hadjar. And Russell's pace looking great, and but Hadjar is holding on to his position at the moment. But with the issues with the car, we don't know when the move will be, or else, yeah, if the Hadjar pits and Russell tries to go past him and gets undercut, and if Russell can pit and he can get past with the speed and try to, yeah, so Piastri is 3 seconds behind Russell. Oh, Hajar is 25 seconds behind Charles Leclerc. Oh, so Hajar just off track. So we are on the 28th lap of 78 laps of Monaco Grand Prix. Hamilton is in pit. Hamilton is boxing currently. Hamilton and Leclerc will be thinking whatever he can do to get past Hamilton. Now, currently, Hamilton is in position 3 and Leclerc moved to P2. And Lewis Hamilton is coming out of the pit at the moment. And let me see. Yeah, so he's on the third position. He is pit out. And so Hajar, yeah, so Hajar's was 32 seconds. So Hamilton, he is on the hard tires at the moment. Yeah, hard tires will last till the end of the race. Kimi Antonelli, the gap between Antonelli and Leclerc was 15 seconds, and he's still doing great with his sector times and the lap times. There are some purples still with those 30 laps old medium tires. Antonelli doing the great stint at the moment. And Lando Norris is quick as well. He is right behind on the Gasly. And Russell is 0.5 seconds behind Hadjar, and claiming that Hadjar is gained an advantage by going off track. And Hamilton again, yeah, Antonelli, he is doing great laps at the moment. He is on purple in the sector one, and that's looking good for Antonelli if he will be able to. Hamilton is 33 seconds back on Kimi Antonelli, and Leclerc is 16 seconds behind Antonelli. Antonelli is doing great at the moment. And oh, Alex Albon, he just brushed the barrier. Oliver Bayman, he is off the car and he is in pit and retired. Russell is boxing. Russell is in pit at the moment. Yeah, Hadjar will try and see what he can do. Here comes George Russell. Hadjar and Red Bull. Yeah, 2.4 seconds. George Russell is quick. He's behind Norris. And that is going to be an interesting strategy for that will be an interesting strategy at the moment for the McLaren and Piastri, Gasly, Norris, and Russell. The McLaren will try and get the Piastri to above George Russell with the strategy, guys. And Gasly is at the sixth position, and Lando Norris is right behind Gasly. And yeah, so Antonelli looking good. Antonelli, oh, and Hadjar is on pit as well and stopping, and his stop time is 3.1 second. We'll have to wait and see if he will be able to come ahead of George Russell or not? Yeah, it's very close. And what's going on with the George Russell? And yes, George Russell gets by and he moved past the Hadjar. Hadjar has no pace on those stars, and George Russell he just crossed the Hadjar. George Russell has a pace and 5 second. So 5 second time penalty for Hamilton for speeding in the pit lane, and Leclerc is in golden position at the moment. Yeah, so Hamilton will get 5 second time penalty at the end of the Grand Prix. But yeah, so Leclerc will be very happy with Hamilton, and Lando Norris. So that so Lando Norris will try and hold George Russell at the back by pitting, and yeah, so McLaren Piastri needs to be get should be getting 2 seconds so that he will be ahead of George Russell. That will be an interesting strategy for Piastri and Lando Norris. So Leclerc is 20 seconds behind Antonelli. That's great news for Antonelli. Yes, yeah, not the best day for Red Bull. True. Yeah. So yeah, that's what happening. Yeah. So yeah, George Russell is currently at 7 and Hadjar at 8. And Hamilton, yeah. So Leclerc is in pit and pit out at the moment. Hamilton has 5 second time penalty. He will be getting that 5 second time penalty at the end of the race if he isn't going to pit any time soon. And Antonelli is dominating at the moment. Yeah, so Leclerc is pit out and he is 45 seconds behind Antonelli. And Hamilton is 33 seconds behind Antonelli. So that will be, what is it called when a driver starts on the pole and finishes without going to any position down? So do you think Kimi then will be better than Hamilton in the future? So that I cannot answer, but at the moment he is looking great. Kimi Antonelli is really great with the pace and the style of driving he does. He is really great. And on the Kimi Antonelli is in pit. He is on his way pit out, and its stop time is 2.3 seconds for Kimi Antonelli. And through he goes, yeah, 2.3 seconds for Antonelli, and he is out of pit, and he still with the race lead. Antonelli having a great day. And yeah, Toto is goated. Yeah, that's true. That's really true. Yesterday's after the qualifying, Toto and Kimi was so happy. Both of them after the win today, they will be really happy. Monaco, that's a special Grand Prix circuit. They are hoping to win this here, and they are great at the same time. 5 second time penalty for George Russell. 5 second time penalty, speeding in the pit lane for George Russell. Yeah, that's the thing with the George Russell. Yeah, so he will be so frustrated and so unhappy. And the gap between Hadjar and Russell. So that's a lot of gap that George Russell built. It's 12 seconds. What happened with the Hadjar? And yeah, so that way Lando Norris is right behind on Gasly. And Russell is 1 second behind Lando Norris. Oh, so yeah, Raska's section where Lando Norris is trying to get past Gasly. And yeah, let me check what it is called. Grand Slam victory, right? Yes. Pole position, fastest lap, and lead every lap and win the race. Oh, that's the four things. So if a driver, the ultimate sign of a Grand Slam victory in an F1 is the driver having the perfect race weekend who achieves four specific feats. One is pole position, setting the fastest lap time in qualifying to start the race in first place, and the fastest lap, setting the fastest lap time during the race itself, and lead every lap, being in first place at the end of every single lap of the race, and win the race, crossing the finish line in the first place. That is called Grand Slam victory in F1. So the drivers who does all these feats will be having a Grand Slam victory with the perfect race weekend. And looking at the moment, Antonelli is currently in that position, guys. So yeah, that will be a great place for Kimi Antonelli. Yeah, I'm still mad about Yuki. I think Hajar is better, but at least put Yuki on. Yeah, Racing Bull's car. Yeah, I still agree for that. Yeah, I agree, Yuki. should be on the car driving this season as well. Sad for him, but yeah, I'm not happy as well. Yeah, yeah. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like the stream, and that will help me be interested and start doing all the sessions with more interest. And thanks for joining. So George Russell is right behind on Lando Norris. FIA steward Colapinto incident, car 18 time deleted track limits stall, and FIA steward incident involving Colapinto under investigation speeding in the pit lane. So yeah, most many of the drivers today are speeding in the pit lane and getting the penalty. And yeah, so Russell is right behind Lando Norris. Lando, we want to do the holding strategy on Russell. We want to build up the seconds over the next couple of laps. Yeah, so that's the instruction to Lando Norris by the team. Yeah, please subscribe to the channel and please hit that like button. Thank you for joining the live stream. Yeah, so that boosts the interest to make more live sessions and do the reviews. If you like the stream at the moment, yeah, please post a comment as well. So that looking good. Yeah, Lando Norris is holding on George Russell at the moment. So at the start of the race, yeah. So at the start of the race, when all the drivers get away and Max Verstappen launched well, but the car didn't go after that because of the engine issue. That's what happened. So yeah, and the car didn't move fast, and all the drivers get past Max Verstappen. That's very sad, and he was so frustrated with the what happened. Yeah, learners back to normal pace. Just hold this gap to yeah instructions to the Lando Norris. Yeah. So yeah, that's what happened with the Max Verstappen. I'm so unhappy as well with the Max. So yeah, so Lando Norris is holding on to George Russell. For that, Piastri will try and gain the position ahead of George Russell. So the gap between Hadjar and Russell is 2 seconds, and Hadjar will be going ahead if the gap is under 5 seconds, as Russell is having 5 second time penalty, speeding in the pit lane at the end of the race. So Hadjar will be at least having some good news about that. And after Lando Norris, Piastri, and Gasly, so we'll have to wait and see how the strategy works for McLaren here. Are they cooking here something, or Are they doing absolutely right thing? Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. And currently, we are on the 45th lap of 78 laps in this Monaco Grand Prix race. And George Russell, yeah, so Lando Norris, he's struggling with speed. What happened? So he is retired. He looks like retiring the. Looks like he is retiring. The place has gone. Yeah, he is coming into pit lane. Yeah, so Lando Norris is boxing and he is retiring the car. And it is difficult season for Lando Norris. So Gasly, he is on the 44 lap old medium tires. And Lawson is on pit. So yeah, Lawson is in the eighth position, and Max Verstappen has a retirement. Piastri is currently on the fourth position, and Hadjar is in seventh, and Lawson is in eighth. And yeah, so Lawson on the soft tires, and he will be looking to get some gap reduced. And Gasly is in pit, so he will be expecting the quick stop. Oh, so yeah, that's a bit 3.3 seconds, just some time. So Albon, what is Albon saying, guys? Oh, Saints is up on the Albon. Sainz is up to ninth and Albon to 10. Oh, so yeah, Albon is holding all the cars. Yeah, that's a good news for Williams at least. They are working together. And Lindblad, he is in the 11th position at the moment. He is just 0.5 seconds behind. So yes, Albon is holding the drivers on the car and holding all the cars at the moment. Yeah. So Kimi Antonelli, he did the best lap, guys. He did the best lap with 1 minute 15 seconds and 572. And yeah, so Antonelli did the best lap with 1 minute 15 seconds and 572. And hoping Antonelli gets the Grand Slam victory in the Monaco Grand Prix. Yeah, it's so great. And Albon is still holding the all the cars behind, and Sainz is gaining. We are being too smart with the star, guys. Yeah. Oh, I didn't get it. Yeah. Piastri is called into pit. Oh, so Hadjar. So Lindblad, he did an overtake. Did Lindblad, he did an overtake. That's great for him. How did he do that? So let me see. He is just right behind Albon. And can anyone find an overtake at the moment? And yeah, no, sorry. Lindblad, he is through goes Alpine. That's the first overtake of the day. Outrageous team tactics cost Alex Albon a position. And yeah, so Albon, he is on the new soft tires and he should not be getting past, but yeah, that coming out of the corner and he is still slow at the moment. Williams. Hey, Pujit. Yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining the live. And Piastri. So Piastri is down. Piastri moved to sixth position. He started on seventh and he is on sixth. So yeah, Russell, Hadjar. So the gap between Russell and Hadjar is increasing. Yeah, 7 seconds at the moment, but Russell will be getting 5 second time penalty at the end of the race, and we'll have to wait for if Hadjar gets some time and he reduces the time so that he can be ahead of George Russell with in the fourth position. That's we have to wait and see. Russell gained 2 positions total in this race, and Lindblad in the points at the moment he is on the 10th position, gained the position on the Albon. He just did an overtake. Nice. So what happened to Norris? I stopped the race in the middle. So with the race, so Lando Norris, he just holded George Russell for the long time, and he just retired with the reliability issues on the car. The team asked Lando Norris to retire the car. Yeah, yeah, I'm Telugu only. Yeah, I speak Telugu. Yeah, so yeah, Hadjar he's fifth. Antonelli he's doing great, and Hamilton is 23 seconds behind Antonelli. He will be getting a free pit stop. but he won't be doing that. I believe he is on the hard tires, and currently we are on the 53 laps of 78 laps in this Monaco Grand Prix. And yeah, so that is the update at the moment. The top five drivers are Antonelli, Hamilton, Leclerc, Russell, and Hadjar, and Max Verstappen, who started on the front row in P2. He just retired at the start of the Grand Prix. And the time between, so Hamilton is in the second position and Leclerc is in the third. Yeah, happy for Lewis though. Yes, yeah, I'm happy for Lewis as well. But yeah, so he still got 5 second time penalty at the end of the race for speeding in the pit lane. But Leclerc, the gap is 4.4 seconds. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. At the end of the race, the gap, if the gap increases between Hamilton and Leclerc, then Hamilton will be P2 and Leclerc will be P3. And Antonelli, he's doing really great in this whole Grand Prix, and he will be getting the Grand Slam victory if the four feats, if he achieved one pole position, and looks at the moment he is in the fastest lap and also led every lap in this Grand Prix. And if he reaches the finish line, then he will be winning this Grand Slam victory. I'm waiting for the Grand Slam victory. If you are waiting for Grand Slam victory as well, just post it in the comments, guys. Yeah, just post a comment for Grand Slam victory for Kimi Antonelli. And Carlos Sainz comes in pit. He and and 4 minutes stop time for Carlos Sainz. That's a really bad news for Carlos Sainz. So yes, he is ahead of his teammate. Oh no no no. Yeah, so they need to be careful. Yes, Sainz is at 10th position at the moment. Williams are Sainz. They did keep the Audi behind. Yeah. So Sainz is in 10th position and Albon is in 11th position at the moment. Oscar Piastri is in the 6th position. He is under investigation for speeding in the pit lane. If Lindblad stops, and he will be moving to, can he make 78 laps on those medium soft tires? That's an interesting stat. So Kimi Antonelli, he is doing the fastest lap, guys. Yeah, he just did his best lap, just a minute, 1 minute 14 seconds. Yeah. Oh, so Leclerc gained some time. He is just 2 seconds behind Hamilton. So yeah, so Kimi Antonelli just did the best lap with 1 minute 14 seconds and 90. Antonelli, there's something weird with the what what is going on with the Kimi Antonelli? Yeah, let me see. Kimi Antonelli doing great. I don't like Monaco. Yeah, sometimes it's boring to no overtakes at the no overtakes. And yeah, but the qualifying session in the Monaco, that is really exciting place to be, as intense as possible yesterday. And the close 45 milliseconds gap between Kimi Antonelli and Max Verstappen, that was really great. So at the moment, Hamilton has 5 second time penalty, and George Russell is having 5 second time penalty, and Gasly is having 5 second time penalty, and Mercedes team just informed Kimi Antonelli that he's got the fastest lap at the moment, and they doesn't want to see any fastest lap from the Kimi Antonelli. He is in the safe position. He is. So, who is the race engineer of Kimi Antonelli? Yeah, Pete Bonington. He was the. Yeah, so many penalties. Yes, true. Yeah, our Lindblad still needs to stop. Is there a mandatory pit stop needed in Monaco? So, Monaco Grand Prix. No, a mandatory two stop. No, one stop. No, there is no mandatory one pit stop needed in Monaco. In fact, Formula One does not require a minimum number of pit stops at any race on the calendar, including the Monaco Grand Prix. So that is interesting. And will Lindblad get past the line? Max was complaining about the power unit, but Red Bull ignored. Damn, man, he could have got into podium if he raced. Yeah, that's what I was expecting as well. I'm a huge Max fan, and he being in P2, starting in P2 and retiring from the start, and that makes this race so frustrating for all the Max fans. Yeah, I'm so unhappy with Max retiring. Lance Stroll into the wall in the lap 60 of 78 lap. Safety car is deployed in the Monaco Grand Prix. Time lost under pit stop currently is 12 seconds. So yeah, will Lindblad get into the pit? Yeah, we'll have to see. Pit lanes getting busy. Box Hamilton. I think Lindblad went past. So is he stopping? So with the track map, what happened to the track map? Oh, so track map data is coming. So Leclerc was saying, "Why the hell are we pitting?" That's an interesting. Yeah, all cars through the pit lane. Hadjar goes through. Russell did not serve his penalty. Lapped cars may now overtake the safety car 663. Yellow flag is still waving. Yeah, safety car ending in this lap. Safety car ending. That changes. He has to. So currently now, the safety car ended. Antonelli, Hamilton, and Leclerc top three. So what happened to Leclerc? Leclerc dropped to fifth position. Hadjar onto position. Charles Leclerc. He's on to the he's on to the podium and he just now onto the barriers. His race got ended. He will be in he is retired, guys. Charles Leclerc and Hadjar onto the podium. He is on the third position. Hamilton second, and Antonelli on the first position. And the grip was not there for Charles Leclerc, and he is on to the barriers. His weekend ended, and it is very shame, and he won't be happy. He will be very frustrating. Charles Leclerc, he won't believe it. He will be very unhappy. Currently, Antonelli, Hamilton, and Hadjar are on the podium position. And so what's going on? Let's look at it. So yeah, there is no grip and the lockup in the front tires and onto the even going to take the blame. These brakes. Yeah. So Charles Leclerc complaining about the brakes. So he is struggling with the brakes all weekend, and Charles Leclerc retired. Safety car, we are on the 67th lap of 78 laps in the Monaco Grand Prix. And Charles Leclerc, he is in the barriers and he is retired of the race. And yeah, after the start of safety, after the restart of the safety car, and yeah, what a horrible weekend for Charles Leclerc. Yes, guys. Yeah. Yeah, race control incident involving car 63. George Russell noted failing to serve time penalty correctly. It's better news for Hadjar now. So Gasly in the fifth position, Piastri, and Lawson and Lindblad moved one positions each. Albon and Sainz are on the points as well. So that's a red flag. So what happened? Incident involving car 63 Russell. Yeah, so all the drivers Gasly under investigation. Gasly is under investigation for speeding in the pit lane, and all the drivers are on the pit, and that's a red flag. 5 second time penalty for time Gasly. So yeah, Gasly will be serving 10-second time penalty, and Piastri will be on fifth position, and Lawson sixth, and Lindblad seventh. Is the red flag 68 lap of 78 laps in this Monaco Grand Prix? And Lindblad, who is in 66 laps old medium tires, will be able to change his tires in this red flag, and he will be keeping that position alive, and he will be on the eighth position at the moment. And Mick is talking to Hadjar. So if Russell gets 10-second time penalty, Yeah, we can see the Max Verstappen talking. Yeah, so I'm ending the stream, guys. Yeah, so others, should I wait for 10 more minutes? Yeah, I'll wait for 10 more minutes for the restart if there is any possible. Safety car infringement under investigation. in this Monaco Grand Prix race. We are on the 68th lap of 78 laps and under red flag, and the session restart is in 8 minutes 45 seconds. So yeah, the green light is on. So the green light is on, and so the restart is on. And yeah, they are bunching up on the behind the safety car. We are on the 69 lap of 78 laps in this Monaco Grand Prix. Hadjar again is leaving massive gaps. George Russell once again on the radio complaining. George Russell leaving lots of gaps. They all been warned again. Currently, the positions looking are like Antonelli, Hamilton, Hadjar, Russell, Gasly, Piastri, Lawson, Lindblad, Alpine Sainz. These are the top 10. And Hadjar says, I'm slow, I don't have enough power. by Hadjar. So currently Antonelli is leading the board and he is about to get the uh, Grand Slam victory in this Monaco Grand Prix 2026. And yeah, we are under safety car still. Just finished the red flag under yellow flag currently, and Antonelli will be assessing the track, and he will be giving the signal to the race control if the track is good and ready to race. Standing start. Antonelli, I think they have just swept it. Yeah, yeah, it's still broken up. Okay, copy. Yeah, Antonelli just confirms, reporting that it's still breaking up. No further action on Hamilton on the safety car infringement. Yeah, waiting for the information on the stewards regarding the safety car infringement going, leaving lots of gap behind the cars. And here we go. We are on the lap 70 of 78 laps in this Monaco Grand Prix. And the safety car is ending. Yeah, Russell been informed about drive-through penalty. Kimi Antonelli is lining up on the grid. That will be an interesting race start at the moment, and all the cars are driving up after the red flag. And yeah, so will be an interesting start again on this racetrack, and the gaps and Hadjar on the second row. Will Hadjar go with quick time? And here we go. And it will be real time. Lights are illuminated. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the lights out. And Antonelli gets off to a good start. And Hadjar dropped, and Hadjar lost one position. And Lewis Hamilton gets up, and Russell, Gasly, and Hadjar, and tumbles down, but still penalties to be served for Russell and Gasly. Antonelli gets off to a good start again, and Hamilton is behind Antonelli. Russell moved to third, and Gasly fourth, and Hadjar fifth. And no changes below Piastri at six. It's chaos behind the racing bulls, and also into the wall, and damage for Science dropping, and Lawson and Lindblad were close as well. Antonelli is 1.4 seconds clear, and Hulkenberg onto the point. He is on the 10th position, and the yellow flag. Yeah, George Russell and Gasly gain the place, but they are about to serve the penalty by the end of the race. Yeah, so Lindblad and Lawson were able to get ahead in their position. Kimi Antonelli with the star. He he is doing great at the moment. Kimi Antonelli. And Antonelli, Hamilton, Russell, Gasly, Hadjar on the top five at the moment. And we are on the 72nd lap of 78 laps in this Monaco Grand Prix. and Antonelli gets off to a great start, and Hamilton followed by, and Russell and Gasly are about to serve the time penalty, and Russell will be drive through serving the drive through penalty in a moment, and it's very close between Hulkenberg and Alex Albon. He needs to give the position back, Hulkenberg, and Lawson did stay ahead of Lindblad. Box, but for the Russell, he is in the pit lane. Hadjar moves to fourth position at the moment. He is behind 2 seconds behind Gasly. So Gasly, he is doing great. Yeah, that's a good news for Gasly and the Alpine. He will be on the fourth position. Yeah, so Antonelli and Hamilton, the gap is 1.2 seconds. Race control Hadjar instant red flag infringement noted. And Hulkenberg moved to ninth and Albon to eighth. And so yeah, so the Russell is on the 14th position. That's really shame, and he's not happy with what's doing that. And Hajar is under race investigation of the race. Hajar race red flag infringement. So yeah, a lot of incidents and penalties in this Monaco Grand Prix today, and 5 laps remaining in this. And yeah, Antonelli, he's still doing the fastest laps. He is doing the best lap. And Albon is almost close to the Lindblad in that Racing Bulls. Gabriel Bortoleto, oh, so definitely helped. Oh, so Gabriel Bortoleto, he just hit Carlos Sainz. Yeah, so Carlos Sainz, who has Gasly has 10-second penalty to serve. Gasly backs off to Piastri, Lawson, and Lindblad. So Lawson and Lindblad, will Gasly be going below Lawson and Lindblad? We'll have to wait and see. FIS still no power. Come on, Hadjar. Piastri is right behind Hadjar, and if Gasly is going to serve, Hadjar will be on the top three. And again, Antonelli did the fastest lap, and it's 1 minute 13 seconds and 9:58. And Hamilton is looking good. He is on the second position. He is 3 seconds behind Antonelli. Antonelli is gaining time. Hadjar is 2 seconds behind Gasly. And penalties. False start, Perez incident, out of position, noted. And Antonelli, he is looking good on his lap times, in his sector times. He is on the purple in both sector 1 and sector 2. So 3 laps left in this Monaco Grand Prix. Hadjar, Piastri is right behind Hadjar. And Piastri is 0.5 seconds behind Hadjar. And that will be an interesting for Piastri if he will be able to make a position out of it, and then he will be on the podium with that McLaren. That's an interesting for Piastri, but he will be ending in the pole position if Gasly serves the 10-second time penalty. And Hadjar is under investigation after the race. Kimi Antonelli, and they gained the fastest lap with 1 minute 13 seconds and 481. He is doing fastest laps, and he's got unbelievable pace. Yeah, we are on the penultimate lap of this Grand Prix. And yeah, so yeah, we are on the final lap of this Monaco Grand Prix race, and Piastri is right behind Hadjar with 0.8 seconds behind Hadjar, and Antonelli is looking great with his fastest lap on this race, and Antonelli is P1 and Hamilton P2. Currently, Gasly is at the third position, but he will be serving the 10-second time penalty after the race. And Hadjar on P4, Piastri on P5, Lawson with P6, Lindblad P7, Albon 8th position, and Hulkenberg is in ninth position, and Ocon is in 10th position. These are the 10 drivers who are in the points in this race, and it's been a great race. This is the day that it's coming home. Kimi Antonelli wins the Monaco Grand Prix. The teenager, 19 years old, he did it. He is the race winner in the Monaco Grand Prix, and that is a Grand Slam victory, I believe, to the Antonelli. And Lewis Hamilton is in second place, and yeah, and Pierre Gasly crossed the line. He drops down to sixth, seventh position. Gasly, and Hadjar, he is on podium with his third position on the, and it's his second podium for the Hadjar. He is on the third position, P3, and Piastri followed by in P4, and both the Racing Bull cars, Lawson and Lindblad, on 5th and 6th, respectively, and Gasly on 7th, Albon on 8th, and Hulkenberg on 9th, and Ocon on 10th. These are the 10-point winners of this Monaco Grand Prix race. And it is so happy with the Antonelli and the Toto. He is 5 times in a row race winner, and he finally celebrates. Antonelli is great, and that's a great race win for Antonelli, the teenager, 19 years old. What a champion, Antonelli, and followed by Hamilton. Yeah, thank you once again for joining the live and supporting, and it's been great race. And thank you for joining the live. And I'll be hosting all the live sessions and review videos of all the F1 content. Yeah, please subscribe. Please follow the channel. Thank you.